Many UK homes still use old-fashioned and outdated central heating systems. These include electric heaters or gas fires. While the upfront costs involved to install a new central heating system and boiler can be costly, money can be saved over the long term since modern home heating systems are far more energy efficient, which translates into a reduction in energy bills. The overall costs of central heating systems vary and mainly depend on the size of the home and the installation process. In general, the costs to install a new boiler includes the boiler itself, along with the pipework and any other parts required, as well as the labor that a gas-safe registered engineer provides. Boiler prices. The size of a home, along with the bathrooms and radiators, are taken into consideration to decide on a boiler type that is going to provide the home with enough hot water and heat in the most efficient way. The three most common boilers types include the system boiler, the heat-only boiler, and combi boilers. If the home already has a system or conventional boiler installed, the quote will include an extra cost to install a cold water storage tank and/or hot water cylinder. Since no tank or cylinder is required for combi boilers to operate, this can be a more cost-effective option. However, if a system or conventional boiler is converted to a combination boiler, there is usually an additional cost added to remove the cylinder and/or water tank. In general, when a large kW output is required for a new boiler, it typically costs more than those with a lower kW output. Additional requirements and parts. The boiler is only one part of a central heating system. Other elements are also needed to keep the home warm. When additional parts are required, this can increase the overall cost of the installation. Here are some examples of additional parts that increase the cost of the installation. New radiators, when the existing radiators are inefficient and old, blocked by debris, or faulty. When a power flush is required to remove debris and sludge from the current system. When filters are fitted to improve efficiency and extend the lifespan of the boiler. The choice between installing smart heating or traditional controls with the new boiler. Pipework might need to be added, rerouted, or replaced, which will depend on the current condition of the pipework, or when the boiler is relocated to somewhere else in the house. The list above is just a few common examples of what may increase the overall costs for a new boiler installation. Labor. When working with gas appliances, it is essential to ensure that the engineer is gas-safe registered, since only gas-safe registered engineers can legally work on gas-powered appliances. Here at Heat Quick Direct, our engineers are all professionally trained and gas-safe registered to ensure you receive a professional and high-quality installation. The complexity and time it takes to install the system are also factored into quotations. The costs involved to replace a boiler often vary, but they most frequently rely on factors such as the size and model of the boiler and the complexity involved to install the system. When it comes to replacing boilers, it is important to keep in mind that the cheaper options may not be the best choice in the long run. It is better to think of it as an investment that will improve the quality of the home's heating. Even though modern boilers are more expensive when compared to traditional options, they often include innovative features and designs that heat homes a lot more efficiently. Ultimately, this helps homeowners to save a lot of money over the long term. The price to replace a boiler also has to do with the brand that is chosen. For example, a manufacturer like Worcester Bosch is regarded as a premium brand when compared to others. At the same time, it is essential to make sure that the gas-safe registered engineer has the knowledge and skills to successfully carry out an installation professionally and safely. The boiler cost on its own is usually lower when compared to the final price to replace the unit, since labor costs still need to be factored in. When the installation involves additional work such as pipework modifications or scaffolding, it can add to the overall costs. The costs can also increase when changing over to another system. Examples of this include changing from a standard gravity-fed boiler to one of the combi boilers.